Alright, before you start, please download the asset files that are provided on the description below. So right over here on the right side of the screen is what we call Properties panel. So when you open the asset I provide you, you'll see an image, some text, a shape, and this magnificent little image like icons. What these are common elements that you will put on the artboard, and at the Properties panel, it is context sensitive. So if I click on element on the artboard such as the image right here, all of the properties that related to that image light up. So let's play with the image. I can give it a border, for example. So I can say, okay, fine, I will add like 5 pixels on this. It will create a border with a gray color background. If I want to change the color, of course, I only have to drag, or maybe if you know what the hex code is, you can type it on there. So for example, FFF is for white color. You can also change the width and height of the image, but I would strongly recommend against doing that unless you click on this little lock icon here. And yeah, so let's just say I want to scale it down right here or scale it up. So what this little lock icon right here is, actually it's lock the aspect ratio. So you see, if I not clicking on the little icon right there, it will, yeah, is going to, well, it's not locking any aspect ratio, so your image will probably mess up. I would strongly recommend against that. So make sure you click on the lock aspect, and yeah, you can do whatever you can, like scale it down or scale it up a little bit. I can rotate the image by choosing an angle right here. See, if I want to change like 45 degree, yeah, it's rotate. Or if you want to rotate manually, you can hover right here and see that 2 arrows right there, and you can start rotating it up right here. And always, if you press shift, it will change responsively, you see. Okay, so I even can flip the image if I want. You can flip horizontally, or maybe you can flip vertically. Now text. Text is a totally different element. Notice when I select the text box, the properties change. Not only to show me the text, it shows me the width and the height of the text box. It shows me the font, so I can change the font. I can change its size too. I can change its weight as long as they are located on my computer. So in my computer, for a Europa font, actually I only have the bold and light font weight. And you can change the character spacing too. So if, for example, I type in here 200, it will change as the lines, as the characters spacing. You can even change the line spacing. If I choose right here, obviously you don't see it because it's only one line of text. So if I were to change it like high, if I change it to 20, you see that the line height is changed by this value right here. And these are the alignment options here, and these are your layer text styles. One of the things you can do with the text is, if I just click this auto width and I will drag it, it will constantly change the font sizes. And let's move on to our little box here. Oops, let me just undo that. Let's move on to our little box here. Now, this is created with a drawing tool, and again its appearance is all in here. So let's just say I want to limit this text like here, and if I want to bring up additional text like Hollis Wayman crush food, it will automatically go down because the text box is limited to the 241 width pixel. So I will undo that. Okay, now moving to shape. There's a lot I can do with shape. I can change this to a rounded rectangle. You can see here that it's already rounded, but I will change it more rounded into this value right here. So if I were to change the same radius for all corners, it will make all the corner to a radius 30. You see? I can change it like there. And there's another way to do this. You can see this little dot right here. You can always drag it up. Drag it down or drag it up. See, it's manually changed the radius. But if I want to change individually, like each corner, I'm going to change here. So this one right here is for the top left. I want to change to 30, and top right is 30, and it is a bottom right. You see, and it's bottom left. See, top left, top right, bottom left, and it's all going into this order. And again, I can change the fill color. I can put a border on it like this one, you see, or I can add a drop shadow behind it. I can even blur it if I choose. The properties for any of the object you draw using the rectangle, ellipse, line, polygon, and pen tools will actually open up in this area of the properties panel. Okay, the final one is a little bit challenging. That is an icon. Make sure to choose your icon in SVG image, because if it's SVG, you can change its shape to whatever you want. For example, look at this calendar icon right here. You can see that it contains a path. So paths are actually vector line in which shape that you can change. And if I select one of it, for example this path right here, you can select and open the path by double clicking it. Oops. Double click, and yeah, you can change all the way that you want. Or maybe you can like hold down the shift button and you choose this 2 point right here and drag it, and you see it is covering the path bottom it, right? And maybe if I want to change the color, you can do so. If I change this fill state to purplish like that, I can do that. And what is actually this slider do? Actually, this slider is what we call opacity. You can change the opacity by sliding it onto the left, so it's semi opaque, or you can change the opacity by 10 with just type 1, or maybe 40%. You can type 4. You notice, right? If I type 1, it will change into 10%. 2 is for 20%. But for 100%, you can type 0. Okay then, what hotkey is for 0%? Simple, you can just type it 00. It will change to 0%. Same with if you type 56, it will change to 56%. So there you have it. Now you are mastering the properties panel inside Adobe XD. Stay tuned for the next episode. I will be talking more about components, its useful feature that XD have to increase our productivity as designers. So if you don't already subscribe to this channel, make sure to click the subscribe button and the notification icon. Hope you enjoying your weeks, and I'll be talking to you soon on the next one.